What is a good day for me? A good day for me is not my limbs in pain. A good day for me is not me laying in bed wondering why I'm here. And not why am I here in such a dark way, but why am I here in a I have things to do. I'm a busy man. I have work, classes, and responsibilities to take care of. I'm wondering to myself, there has to be something better. So many times in the hospital, I've had to do check-ins. They check my blood, they take the blood draw, and I go on my day. I'm always waiting for the next shoe to drop. You know, nobody gives you a manual of how to deal with the next day your leg is in pain. You can't walk. You have to limp or hop on one leg to the car, to the hospital. Get yourself a shower to keep clean or at least maintain hygiene. Around a year and 6 months ago, we're talking about April. April of last year, I had two crises in the same week. One crisis was on that Wednesday, lasted for about a day and a half or so. They sent me home, it subsided. That very next day, moved Thursday, Friday, crisis, different part of my body. It was so intense. I want to say that was one of the worst and most intense ones. I was already dealing with the chronic pain because sometimes it's not even just a crisis, but you can sometimes just feel the blood flowing through your vessels. The sickles like this, C's, all just kind of feeling like it's cutting against your veins, moving through. I wondered, there has to be something different. I made a lifestyle change at the time. I decided, hey, I'm going to start to keep track harder of nutrition. I've been working out for 4 years at this point, but nutrition is such a big part of it. Changing your habits, beating your addictions like chips, you know. And about earlier this year in January, I discovered that there were other options that I never considered, that I didn't know about. And I decided to really make this channel to document the process of development, whether that's in health, whether that's in habits. I found something profound. It was peptides. I had a weak left knee, probably because I probably was squatting around 400 one day or something, 450. Highest probably 5. But I know that despite everything I've done, continuously working out and all this, my left knee never got better. I'm always in chronic pain, and not just from the left knee, from the sickle cell. So when I discovered about Tide, I was like, oh, so it treats inflammation. Also, it'll keep the blood flow a little bit lower. Part of sickle cell is your blood is rushing through certain parts of your body, and the way it's entering is where the pain is deriving from. Dealing with such a profound is always like a chip on the shoulder, always reminding you why it's here. To discover that I could heal my left knee, it took about 3 months of research. One of the content creators I always watch had brought it up. He was talking about how his leg healed here and whatnot, and how this other medicine was doing phenomenal things for him. And for me, I'm like, man, I'm willing to try any safe thing. I don't do drugs. I live life sober. I'm clean for the most part, I'm going to say. But to deal with having to take a small little, pinch on where your fat cells are. I'm always stabbed up in the hospital. They're taking my blood, having IVs. So I was like, okay, I've lived life this long. Maybe there might be a new solution. Funny enough, they discovered the cure for sickle cell on my birthday 2 years ago. Crazy, I know. I look at it now. after those 3 months, and I feel my knee getting better. My left knee got better. I couldn't believe it. The chronic pain was reducing. I didn't have to wake up out of bed wondering again, why am I dealing with this? Why do my limbs have to work against me? Why is my body trying to be my enemy? But when I discovered Retatrutide, it changed the outlook of my life so far. I decided to do molecular. And as a disclaimer, this is not medical advice. This is not for human consumption. And I went about it in a safe way. It is in clinical trials and is going to be, or hasn't been approved by the FDA just yet. I want to be completely transparent with you. I'm not here trying to sell you a course, sell you some snakes oils. No hidden agenda. Well, I will say, when I did buy with them and I saw the gradual changes over even the first month, how I was feeling, my energy levels changed. I was more ready for the day. This is around the time where I got my other security certifications, moving into the Security Plus and the SSCP, then into CASP. So many things to balance and juggle. But I was ready for it. I was very thankful that an existence that I never considered was becoming my reality. And it's been so long since I've felt like a crisis was coming. Something so profound that I'm like, man, the world really got to know about this. But then I see it now and I'm like, there's a lot of people who don't know about this, who don't know there are alternatives, there are other options. What you believed it to be is not just what it can be. I made this channel to document this process of development. Development within health parameters, habits, mindset, all these things. Now, I do have the link in the description for exactly what I use, and I will show you of course, when I got it, the receipts that people always, ask for. I'm at a turning point in life where I couldn't imagine where I'd wake up and my leg doesn't feel like it's gonna collapse on me. I'm not at a point where I'm too fearful of doing a little bit harder cardio. But I'm here to tell you that there is change. It is possible. You don't have to live in the hell that you feel like you're always walking through. Especially when I hear people say they don't even like to be in their bodies. I'm like, this isn't the only way. There are alternatives. And Retatrutide changed everything for me. I couldn't believe I'd be here today like this, and I'm feeling good. I went from 270 around when I first got, and I wasn't 270 then, but that's the highest I ever got. I think I was in my early 260 or late 250s at the time. But by the beginning of this year, I was in my 230s. And even during as the food silence, there's no food noise, I've heard people say. You have a tighter control over maybe if you're even impulsive. Seeing how I've become this whole different person. I went from 230, I'm 180 now. Sickle cell is at its lowest it's ever been prevalent in my life. And again, I'm not here to sell a course, bring snake oil, secret agenda. I'm here to tell you, hey, this isn't the only way. This is not the only way. And if you decide not to do what the company I went with, by all means, do your research and see what else is out there in a safe manner. Do not let these people try to sell you that, oh, this secret vendor, blah, blah, blah. No, do it safe and the right way. And that's one of the big messages on this channel, like doing things the right way, showing work or proof that it is possible, and seeing myself kind of walk around and I'm like, oh my God, my leg doesn't feel like it's about to collapse. I don't feel like the world is ending to a degree. I'm very thankful. I kept an open mind about it. Now I did discover it, saw what the new reality was, and I'm walking in it. And I hope you guys also find that for yourselves. Thank you.